Still on health, in a dramatic shift in U.S. foreign aid policy, the new administration briefly suspended critical international health programs, including PEPFAR, the landmark HIV/AIDS initiative that provides life-saving treatment to over 20 million people globally. The suspension, which was quickly reversed through a waiver, had sent shockwaves through the global health community. The initial directive ordered an immediate 3-month halt to operations, including the shutdown of PEPFAR's database and medical record system, while directing all program staff, including senior leadership, to cease work and take administrative leave. Now, earlier on, I spoke with Uzodinma Aridieje, the CEO and program manager for AfriEd Optinet Association, and I began by asking him his take on the decision by President Donald Trump to halt the disbursement of funding for foreign aids.
He works to save money for the people of the United States by not helping other countries and people in need. But that will also lead to unemployment for several Americans who are in those countries working on earning money from what is called grant to those countries. That will also reduce the influence of the United States. It will reduce the value and significance of the dollar and increase the value and significance of the currency of other countries, because there will be less need to move to the United States, because it is also cutting travel and visits, asking people out. So all those who visit the United States, because of those people that are there that are being sent away, will not visit. So eventually it will reduce in income into the United States. All the people that travel to US on holiday and etc. would stop. But it will also reduce work for him as a leader. It means he is caring for fewer people. So it could also be a coping strategy for him. It means he is going to be caring and providing for fewer people.
Well, now, based on your experience, what could be the long-term public health implication for Nigeria since funding has significantly reduced?
The public health implication is that every government, especially government of Nigeria, should budget the 15% required for health, which they don't do. If they do it, there will be more than enough money to fund health. Statutorily, the African Union has agreed that 15% is the minimum that should be budgeted for health. But you see these countries budgeting 3%, 4%, 5%, and then the budget for a single office in their leadership level more money than the health for the whole country. So it's time to return to 15%. It's time to embrace 15% budgetary allocation for health.
All right. Well, lastly and briefly, before I let you go, have there been any identified alternative funding sources or international partners that might help bridge the gap during this period?
It is an expected funding source, not alternative. It is really supposed to be the main funding source because it is an agreed amount, 15% of national budget. But the governments won't do it. They will be expecting America to bring money. No. Look at your budget. Bring out 15% of it for health. You will see that your country will not have any need for grant from anybody, even, especially the United States. So it is a governance issue. I'm being very frank. It's a governance issue. I'll give you an example. If Nigeria's budget for this year is 20 billion, for instance, in US dollars, and you give up to $1 billion to Federal Minister of Health, it will go a great way. You'll be talking of 1.7 trillion to FMOH. It will go a long way. Do you understand? So, but what FMOH is getting now is in billions. So it is to look at that 15%, let citizens demand for it, let parliaments demand for it, let governments effect it. Give 15% of your national budget to health. You will not have any need for grants or handouts.